Namaskar दोस्तों. Have you ever wondered why prices of certain underlying starts moving in a particular direction, rallies for some time, and then settles at some value after undergoing a correction? What causes those swings, and why does it settle at the value where it is now? If such questions have intrigued you, and in case you are wondering what does it has to do with the CPR and pivot points after all, then hold on a bit. आपको अपने क्वेरीज के आंसर्स मिलेंगे यहाँ मेरे चैनल में जिसका नाम है लिगास फिनालिसिस. तो चलिए जानने की कोशिश करते हैं और शुरू करते हैं लिगा की फाइनेंशियल एनालिसिस. Before we move ahead, I hope you all are watching my videos. If not, then click on the I button above and the link is there in the description box below. Do watch those videos to understand the basics of CPR and pivot points. So based on the previous concepts, let me ask you a question first. What are the three important values of yesterday's chart that determines today's CPR levels? Previous दिन के कौन से ऐसे तीन values हैं जो आज के CPR levels decide करते हैं? Write your answer in the comment box below. I will tell you the answer during the course of the video. Keep watching. So let's move ahead. आप ये पिक्चर देखकर तो समझ ही गए होंगे कि ये क्या है. जैसा कि स्कूल में पढ़ा होगा, the relationship between demand and supply. Demand and supply determines the price of an item. So when demand increases, it leads to increase in the price. On the contrary, when supply increases, it leads to decrease in the price. So there is a direct relationship between demand and price, and inverse relationship between supply and price. Now demand is represented by buyers and supply by the sellers. So when demand is increasing, actually buyers are in action, leading to shooting up the prices. And when supply is more, then sellers are in action, who wants prices to decrease. So demand and supply finally leads to some kind of contest between buyers and sellers. Actually, both are looking for a fair value at which they can settle the deal, and the price at which the both buyers and sellers come to an agreement is called as fair value, or the price of the underlying. Moving ahead, if you happen to auction a glittering, shining and well-maintained vintage like this one, and you go for a bidding process, you're likely to get a overwhelming response and might end up getting lakhs, and who knows, even crores. But what happens with a dilapidated old car in your backyard? No one pays a heed, and you end up selling it for pennies. The difference is in perceived and derived value. जब buyer को लगेगा कि price worth है, then they will bid higher, and if they don't, then they will bid lower. So there is some kind of struggle going on between buyers and sellers. Buyers को कम price चाहिए और sellers को high price. So there is a constant struggle between buyer and seller, जिसकी वजह से prices ऊपर और नीचे fluctuate करते हैं. And when both buyers and seller agree at a price, then finally the deal is done. So this is all the concept of market operation. It is governed by demand and supply, which again is the result of struggle between buyers and sellers. In the market parlance, same goes with the stocks, commodities, or any other underlying. You might be familiar with the term P ratio. Without going too much of the details and complications of it, briefly it reflects the indication of fair valuation of a stock. It is nothing but the ratio of price and earning per share. To understand it better, let's take an example. Since we are talking about cars, Tata Motors could be a good example. Suppose earning as declared by Tata Motors previous financial year is 100 crores. Okay. So, and the number of shares outstanding in the market be 10 crore. Therefore, EPS is earning divided by number of shares, that is 10. And as we have seen, the PE ratio is nothing but the ratio of price to earning per share. Suppose Tata Motors is trading in the market at a price of rupees 100. Therefore, if we replace the values, price be 100 divided by 10, so the PE comes out to be 10. Now, Tata Motors Limited decides to set up a new factory at Gurgaon sale. Market will take it as a good news due to perceived increase in the profit in the future and leading to increase in the earning per share. Let us understand this scenario. Now suppose Tata Motors Limited posts an earning of 200 crores instead of 100 crore earlier. And since the shares remains the same, 10 crores outstanding in the market, so the new earning per share is earning divided by number of shares. It is now 20. So earlier it was 10 as we saw now. Now the new earning is 20 instead of 10. So the PE ratio will be price, which is 100 still, divided by 20. So the new PE ratio is 5. And previously we saw the earlier PE ratio was 10. So the PE ratio has decreased from 10 to 5 when the earning per share has increased from 10 to 20. So as the earning per share increases and if the price remains same, then there is a decrease in the PE ratio. Let me summarize it for you once. So we saw when EPS increased from 10 to 20, the PE ratio decreased from 10 to 5. So our assumption was prices are same, that is 100 rupees, and the number of shares outstanding was also same at 10 crore. So since the PE decreased from 10 to 5, now this PE ratio or this value of Tata Motors share price started looking very attractive to the buyers. And hence the Dow theory kicks in. So the buyers get activated because for them the price at this value means the 100 rupees is nothing for the kind of earning that Tata Motors is going to get out of the new factory. Therefore, they think that this is a very attractive price and buyers get activated. As a result, Dow theory kicks in, which says that buyers will start accumulating it, followed by the participation, and then excessive buying leading to the price to say what? 500. Because the market is not gonna wait for so long for the factory to come up and then the results to be out. So as soon as the news is out in the market starts reacting to it. Now suppose the prices reach up to 500. So the new PE ratio will be 500 divided by 20. So the new PE ratio is now 25 instead of 5 that we saw earlier. Now this increased PE ratio of 25 as compared to 5 is very high. So seller thinks that they are getting a very good value for their stock, and so they start selling. As a result, prices come down. Earlier the price P by E ratio was 5. So buyer came in, shooting up the price. And when the P ratio reached to 25, this time seller got activated and they start selling. So the prices will come down. Again, Dow theory will kick in. So this time distribution will be followed by the participation and then excessive, leading to sharp decrease in the prices. The prices will fall down from 500 to say 300. So now the current PE will be 300 divided by 20. So the new price at which the market accepts Tata Motors share price is PE of 15 at the price of rupees 300 with 10 crore shares outstanding and earning per share to be 20. Clear? तो आप सोच रहे होंगे मैंने आपको ये कॉन्सेप्ट क्यों बताया. To understand the idea of fair value, which is nothing but agreed price between buyers and sellers, which is further determined by the concept of demand and supply. तो मार्केट में जो भी प्राइसेस किसी भी अंडरलाइन के, be it futures, options, equity, commodity, whatever, the agreed price is nothing but an agreement between buyers and seller. And prices in the market fluctuate because buyers want lower price and the seller wants higher price to sell their underlyings. And this struggle keeps on going till the point they reach to an agreement, which is the fair value of the underlying. Let's move on. चलिए अपने टॉपिक पे वापस लौटते हैं और जानने की कोशिश करते हैं कि ये कॉन्सेप्ट मैंने आपको क्यों बताया है. जैसा कि मैंने आपको बताया था, CPR इज नथिंग बट सेंट्रल पिवट रेंज. ये सेंट्रल प्राइस होता है जिसके अराउंड डे का प्राइसेस रिवॉल्व करते हैं. तो ये कैंडल्स इस CPR, if this is the CPR for today, then the candles will revolve around this CPR. So CPR reflects nothing but fair value for the day. Fair value for the day. And its values are derived from previous days candles. तो शुरू में मैंने आपको एक क्वेश्चन पूछा था कि वो 3 वैल्यूज कौन से हैं प्रीवियस डे के जो आज के CPR को डिटरमाइन करते हैं. तो वो 3 वैल्यूज हैं प्रीवियस डे हाई, प्रीवियस डे लो एंड प्रीवियस डे क्लोजिंग. Okay, based on these 3 factors, today's CPR is calculated, which is nothing but average of previous day high, previous day low and previous day closing. So अगर ये previous day high है, ये previous day low है, and if previous closing is somewhere around here, इन तीनों का एवरेज विल बी एट सेंट्रल लाइन हियर एंड द एवरेज ऑफ हाई एंड लो विल बी टॉप पिवट, दिस इज सेंट्रल पिवट, एंड जितना डिस्टेंस ये है उतना ही डिस्टेंस नीचे लेंगे, इट विल बिकम बॉटम पिवट. दिस CPR नाउ एक्ट्स लाइक अ मैग्नेट. ये एक फेयर प्राइस बन जाता है जो कि आज के कैंडल्स को ड्राइव करेगा. तो जैसे ही प्राइसेस CPR से डिविएट होंगे, इन दिस केस इफ द प्राइसेस आर रिवॉल्विंग हियर एंड CPR इज हियर, देन इट विल एक्ट एज अ मैग्नेट and pull the price towards itself. See how it pulls the prices towards the CPR, and once it reaches here, it bounces it back, and again it pulls it towards itself, and again you will see it is getting reflected from here. So how beautifully the CPR is acting as a pivot, as a central line, as a central price along which the buyers and sellers are trading today. So whenever the prices are higher, sellers kicks in, pushes the price down, and at this level the prices seems attractive to the buyer, they buy it, and again some kind of struggle is going on, and somehow the value is revolving around this central price. So this is the core concept of CPR. Okay, so this was the rationale behind telling you the entire story, making you understand the concept of buyers and sellers and how buyers and sellers determine the central price, which then determines the range along which the market is going to behave today. इस कॉन्सेप्ट को समझने के लिए और एग्जांपल्स देख लेते हैं। इसके लिए मैं आपको लेकर आया हूं ट्रेडिंग व्यू के चार्टिंग प्लेटफॉर्म पे। मैंने निफ्टी का 5 मिनट्स का चार्ट सेलेक्ट किया है। अब हम लोग इसमें लीगा का CPR और पिवट पॉइंट चार्ट लगाएंगे। उसके लिए विल गो टू इंडिकेटर्स, विल गो टू फेवरेट्स, जहां पे मैंने ऑलरेडी सेलेक्ट करके रखा है। इन केस इफ यू हैव नॉट एडेड इट टू फेवरेट, यू जस्ट टाइप लीगा। उस आपके पब्लिक लाइब्रेरी में ये दिखने लगेगा कुछ इस तरह से। आपको इसको फेवरेट्स में डाल देना है एंड क्लोज इट। अब हम लोग इसको यहाँ पे अप्लाई कर देंगे। सो आई हैव अप्लाइड लीगा चार्ट and this is the settings. In case you also want to know the basic settings and how to view and access the CPR chart, the link is in description. Go and check it out. So this particular day के लिए आप देख सकते हैं how beautifully this is acting as a magnet. You can see here, as soon as prices got away from the CPR, it pulled it back and acted as a magnet. And as soon as it touched the CPR, it again bounced it back. और देखते हैं here for this particular day, the entire day prices have been revolving around CPR. पहले prices ऊपर थे, it came down, again it bounced, came down, and for the entire day it has been revolving around this CPR level. So see how beautifully it is acting as magnet. Let's move ahead. See again, the prices were deviating away from the CPR. So the effect of CPR kicks in, it acts as a magnet and pulls the price towards it. See how beautifully it pulls the prices towards itself. One more example here. The prices started fluctuating away from the CPR. It went away, and then the magnetic effect of CPR kicks in and it pulls the price towards itself. So CPR is acting as magnet. So the idea of showing you all these examples is to make you understand, आप ये समझें कि CPR is acting as magnet। क्यों? क्योंकि ये एक fair value of price represent करता है कि इस दिन का ये fair price होना चाहिए based on the values of previous day, right? और जब भी इस price से ऊपर जाता है price, then seller sets in, जो कि प्राइस को नीचे लाते हैं, and then when the prices are low, then again buyers kicks in and then again the prices moves ahead. So the entire concept of CPR is based on demand and supply governed by buyers and sellers. Let's quickly summarize the key learnings in this video. This is the core concept and hence the foundation for CPR and pivot points. And that is the reason why it becomes my favorite topic. And remember, no one tells you this concept. They will straight away jump into plotting the chart, etc. without working on your foundation. So my aim here at Liga is to make you conceptually sound. So that's all for this video. In the next 2 videos, we will see CPR width analysis and CPR trend analysis. Those are very important topics and it will help you understand the entire concept of CPR and pivot points. So do watch those videos. On that note, I'm signing off. You take care of yourself and your loved ones. Stay healthy, stay happy. Bye-bye.